see. All right, sorry for the delay. We are doing the sugar scrubs right now. We were just having some technical difficulties. As usual, of course, whenever you plan something, it doesn't always go accordingly, but we're here and we're doing sugar scrubs. So the recipe that I have today, I just found online. I Googled sugar scrubs, and yeah, it's super easy, and it's a great way to just put some self-care into your routine, and I think we could all use a little bit more of that. I know kind of stressful times, but as long as we're taking care of ourselves and each other, that's really what matters. And the recipe that I'm doing is I wanted to add some coffee. I might add some in the end once I see how everything comes together. So we're gonna do 1 cup of raw sugar, so this is a ½ cup. And I just found this little paper bowl to mix it in, so hopefully that is good enough. So we're doing 1 cup of raw sugar and 1 cup of granulated white sugar. So this will just give multiple different textures on your skin, and it'll make it smell really good too. So let's scoop some more out. And obviously, if you have an allergy to any of these food items or something, please steer clear of that. There's always great substitutes. If you just Google coconut substitute, sugar substitute, you can find all kinds of stuff. So don't feel like you have to use these exact same items. The beauty of it is you can make it whatever you want to make it. So don't worry about that. So I mixed my 2 sugars together. Just getting it incorporated. I just want to do it beforehand, before I get a ton of ingredients in my little bowl here. And next up, I'm going to add the coconut oil. Mine's a little stiff here, but you're going to add ½ cup of coconut oil. It's pretty soft because it's been sitting in our pantry, so it's not unbearable to work with. You could always microwave it if you don't want to go through the effort of mixing it a whole bunch, because it's kind of semi-soft right now. So you're going to do ½ cup of that. And next time we'll probably pop it in the microwave, but like I said, it's semi-soft right now, so you're able to work with it. And next up, we're gonna do, I think I am gonna add a little bit of coffee into mine, just because I love coffee. You'll want to be careful with the coffee though, just because I was reading that coffee grounds can kind of be bad for your sink. So just, if you're gonna do a coffee sugar scrub, just be sure to do it outside of the shower and not have it rinse down the sink. You might want to wipe it off with a paper towel first, or a washcloth or something like that. But you don't want a ton of it going down the sink. But I just I love the smell of coffee, and it's very reminds me a lot of fall right now. So at the moment, mine is a little bit, it's getting pasty, so that's what we want. I might add a little bit more coconut oil to make it a little bit creamier, but I'm really loving the smell so far. I also found some vanilla extract too, so I'm going to add some vanilla into here, just a drop. It can get really strong really fast, so just take it 1 drop at a time. And if you're a troop leader, you can do this with your girls. You can do it for the Home Scientist badge. You can do it for the Stay Healthy, or there's a health related badge, and there's all different kinds of stuff that this could apply to. And whenever we did this for my troops, The girls loved it. They had so much fun. We made lip balms one time, and that was really, really fun. And that's super easy. I just didn't have the ingredients for lip balms in my cupboard. I think you need like shea butter and a couple other things I didn't have, so in the future I will grab that at the grocery store so I can make some. But we have a beautiful paste kind of here, and this is perfect for like rubbing on your body and then just like showering it off, and it'll get all the dead skin off. I don't do sugar scrubs more than like once a week because I have sensitive skin, so obviously if you have sensitive skin, just be careful. Just look up how many times a week you should be doing it, and you'll be fine. So I found this cute little jar. So I'm going to jar my sugar scrub. And I've seen a lot of people do like gifts, like sugar scrub gifts and stuff like that. And I think it's a great idea if you wanted to just make something for someone. That would be really special. And I'm going to keep mine in the fridge, but most of the sugar and oil that we're using today is a really good preservative. So you don't have to, but if you're making other recipes, you'll want to just keep it in the fridge so it lasts longer, and look up like shelf lives of homemade sugar scrubs. And generally if you put it in the fridge, it'll last longer anyway. So, and there is my homemade sugar scrub. So I'm going to jar this up and put it in the fridge, and when I'm ready to take a shower, I'm going to use it in the shower. So hopefully you can do this with your troops. If you don't have a troop, you can do it with your kids, or just make it for yourself if you're feeling a little self-love. And I'm going to pass it over to Brittany. She's making our second sugar scrub. So I'm going to mask up, and she's going to take over.
All right, well, I love summer, so even though it's after Labor Day and we're already halfway through September, I'm going to do a more summery sugar scrub. I'm going to start with coconut oil like Anika did, because that's just a great base, and it smells great, and it's going to go really well with the rest of my ingredients. So I'm doing probably like 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar, or of coconut oil. And like Anika said, it's still a little bit solid, but I kind of like that just because it'll give me more of a paste than a liquid. I think it holds up a bit better that way. So I'm starting with the coconut oil, again, like 2 to 3 tablespoons. And then I'm going to add a little bit of brown sugar. I like the brown sugar because it's a little bit more gritty. And then I'm going to add some lime juice. So I tried the DIY that I've seen online where you can microwave your limes for just a little bit to help them soften up and be easier to squeeze the juice out. And let me tell you guys, it really works. And also, you need to be careful with how long you put your limes in, because I put mine in for a little over 30 seconds and it exploded. So be careful, just 10 to 15 seconds at a time, you guys. Learn from my mistakes. But yeah, I love coconut and lime. I think it smells delicious. And just to be fun, I'm going to add a little bit of neon green food coloring. Hopefully it doesn't turn my skin green. It'll look fun that way. It'll smell and look like a lime. Ooh, that was a bit. Okay. So I'm just mixing mine up. Wow, that's super green. It's a real intense one. I'm gonna add a lot more sugar because mine's really liquidy right now because of all the lime juice, but so far
Ooh, it looks like
it's
slime.
pretty juicy. Gonna keep adding sugar until it looks a bit less like the inside of the microwave after lime exploded all over it. Okay. There's the rest of the sugar. Yeah, it's starting to come along. I think Anika, I could use like even more sugar to this actually.
Yeah, if it's looking too liquidy, you can always add more sugar or coconut oil if it's solid, or if it's too stiff, you can always add more liquid. So it's just like whatever texture you prefer, you can make it that way, which is awesome.
So I've got a pretty good paste going now. It's a little smoother than Anika's just because I don't have the thick grit of the coffee grounds. So mine's going to be a lot smoother of a paste. So I wouldn't recommend using like coffee grounds on your face if you're using a sugar scrub. That's going to be a little too abrasive. So this one might be a better, popping it in this container. This one's probably going to be a little bit better for your face. I am going to test it out on my arm before I turn myself into Fiona from Shrek, because if the food coloring ends up being a little too strong, I'd rather have that on my arm than on my face. But it should be fine. I only put like a drop in there just to give it a fun, even more summery look, to try to drag summer along as long as I can make it. There it is.
I have a question, would lemon juice work also?
Lemon juice would work great. And my recommendation with lemon juice as well as the lime juice is add all your solid coconut and sugar first and get the paste you want, and then just add in the juice just a tiny bit at a time, because it's really easy to water it down and get it a little bit too liquidy. That can happen really fast. But there it is. Solid enough. Smells really good. Smells like a Hawaiian vacation in there.
If you have any extracts too, you can always add it to your sugar scrub, whatever you prefer the scent of.
Yeah, peppermint oil would be really nice. That might be really, it might wake your skin up. I know the caffeine in the coffee will definitely wake you up, but peppermint would be another good one. And yeah, there's our scrubs. Okay.
So coffee, vanilla, sugar for the coffee lover, and then we have
Coconut and lime. Put the lime and the coconut. And we'll post these under the video so you have the ingredient list.
yay!
Thank you guys.